Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another cryptocurrency update. Welcome to the channel. Like and sub if you like what you've seen. Let's get right into the information today. So, XRP Crypto Wolf sharing this, the latest. Ripple, the company, is now recognized as the second most valuable fintech company, financial technology company in the US, and earns a spot on Forbes Fintech Top 10 list because, obviously, of Ripple's most recent $10 billion valuation. This is huge. This is the company spearheading the initiative in growing the foundation of the XRP ecosystem, guys. Rest assured, you are in good hands. There's more to come. It would not surprise me if Ripple does decide to go public and have an IPO that they'll be able to even get a higher valuation than 10 billion. I do not want to, throw any figures, but it wouldn't surprise me to, increase that up another 50% or so. Next up with XNEO sharing this. So Ripple, guys, now it apparently runs 18% of the validators on the UNL. This is the unique node list. It is becoming more decentralized by the day. That's the difference. Now, as we can see here right on Ripple Insights, so the unique node list, has continued to become more diverse and robust, with Ripple, the company, now running approximately 18% of the validators on the UNL. This argument is getting better and better for Ripple becoming more and more decentralized, at least the XRP ledger itself, versus Bitcoin susceptible to a 51% attack. Again, they need at least, almost roughly 80% in agreement and consensus for a transaction to become validated on the XRP ledger. The security, the scalability, the technology overall is just far superior. It is not a Bitcoin 2.0 because that would insult the XRP ledger. And yes, I know that makes me sound like an XRP maximalist, but at the same time, I want Bitcoin to do well. I want all crypto and all boats to rise. All right. So now David Schwartz made this a point a long time ago. In a video I saw, and he basically says, well, we want Ripple to be the most successful company. We want XRP to be the most successful digital asset, and we see what succeeds, and we're trying to mimic that. So with the internet, did they start off, was the internet completely decentralized, and then it, became more and more decentralized and just became very popular? No, what happened was the internet actually was, began with a few universities, very few people. It was a network between them, kind of an intranet, and it was relatively small and centralized. Then eventually corporations got it, and it eventually scaled down to common folk, everyday people. And this is the top-down approach. Ripple is one of the best, they have the top investors, they have the top groups. They're starting at the top in the financial ecosystem. And then they're working down. And you know what? Now with the Spring Initiative, with $500 million invested for everyday people and, software developer kits and building on the XRP ledger, now other people can create their own initiatives, whether it's X songs for music, whether it's for art, whether it's for fantasy sports, you name it. So it's really, really interesting. I don't think I did that good of a job of explaining it. I'll try to do another video covering it, but I just find that to be very, very fascinating. All right, next up, so Mark Young shared this early on. So Ripple invested $750,000 in BRD late last year. So we can see here. So as we know, so Ripple's Spring development partner, BRD headquarters or HQ, they launched a new initiative called Blockset, which gives developers the tools they need to continue building on XRP much easier. So Blockset, obviously with the news, supports XRP. It's going to help enable more developers with access to the XRP ledger itself to build additional applications. So if you want to just take a look here, of course, today's financial environment is rapidly supporting crypto assets. Notice how it's not cryptocurrencies anymore. They are assets. They're changing in the eyes of the public. Words mean things. With 90% of major banks now exploring crypto, whether it's their own or others, and they still need interoperability, so that is where XRP comes in, even if they have their JP Morgan coin. Not everyone wants to utilize a walled garden, right? It's clear there's quite a groundswell. That's why we developed our own proprietary platform, Blockset, which banks, financial services, and large crypto companies will now be able to leverage to accelerate their time to market and deliver enterprise solutions to scale on a global basis for a fraction of the development costs. Keep in mind, the whole benefit of blockchain essentially is lowering the operational costs, all right? Over 20 financial titans are currently evaluating Blockset. We can see in a private pre-release program, including SBI Holdings, cough cough, we know their connection, PayPal, KPMG, and Ripple's developer initiative, Spring, or some people say Xpring. Very exciting, guys. All right. Next, I found this to be pretty funny. So Bank XRP shared this. So MoneyGram CEO, and this is Alex Holmes, actually offered Coinbase and, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, a promo code to try the MoneyGram service instead. He was having problems with PayPal. He was having problems with Square. And to be fair, I love PayPal. I love Square. And, nothing's perfect. But anyways, it's 2020. Fix your outdated system. So Brian Armstrong, as we can see this little screenshot here, as soon as it loads with me. So he says, trying to send money to pay back a friend. I'm going to zoom out to make sure you guys can see it. So it says, trying to send money to pay back a friend. PayPal tells me recipients is unable to receive money. And then Square Cash tells me my bank declined the payment. This is the United States where these services work best. Imagine the rest of the world. And he's making a good point. He's showing how clunky the systems are using these centralized systems and really just relying on them when there's an error. And keep in mind, blockchain doesn't make mistakes. All right. It's truly autonomous. It's irrefutable. There's no issues. All right. I don't think that was the correct word, by the way. Irrevocable? No, I'm just blanking. It is late when I'm recording. Anyways, MoneyGram. Hi, Brian. We would love to send you a promo code to use or try our services. Please send us a private message and we'll send it your way. I find that very funny. All right, and right here, XRP Crypto Wolf. So we got Miss Christine Lagarde now. We want to assess if a central bank digital currency could serve a purpose for the public. Together with 5 central banks and Bank for International Settlements, the BIS, we'll share experiences and assess the potential cross-border use of digital currencies. Keywords, guys, cross-border use. Truly, XRP, I don't even consider it a crypto asset. It is truly much more than just an asset. It is going to be revolutionary. It is going to be a true bridge currency, and then the building the inherent, capabilities of the XRP ledger within itself, the superior tech. Need I say more? This is one of the most suppressed assets in all of cryptocurrency, one of the oldest assets, one of the best backing, and one of the assets with the most liquidity, and of course, obviously, the most institutional adoption. All right. If I were going to release a behemoth on the market, I would keep it suppressed. If other assets are getting 40% in a week, I would make sure that it doesn't look appealing to investors. I would keep it low. I'd only let it get, 8% gains, keep it manipulated and controlled, because obviously they only want the price going up when they're ready to do so. Now, that's just my opinion. If you defer and, think it's a scam, completely fine. We'll see what happens, because I bet at the end of the day, I will be right. All right, to finish things off, guys. So XRP Crow. XRP, again, this is at Status. Highly recommend checking them out. Make some great infographics. Just wanted to show this. So Ripple and numbers. And I've shown this before, but just wanted to finish off with this for you guys to take a screenshot or pause it if you want to look. We got 300 customers, 2 to 3 customers per week. We're in 70 plus countries now, 6 continents, 400 plus employees. We have 10 offices globally. Transactions, of course, we can talk about even in the past. The number of, ledgers successfully closed, 7 years in operation, year-on-year basis, 10x growth. We can see everywhere. We got TransferGo, American Express, Amex, MoneyGram, Santander, Axis Bank, Interbank in South America, PNC. We got, connections with MUFG, one of the largest banks in the world, Instarem, all things from remittances to, bank to bank, and so many other use cases. 30 plus customers using on-demand liquidity today, which is solely XRP. Keep in mind, they're only using fractions of a percent in the remittance corridor. Mexico is 10 to 20% usage right now. Wait until we get to 100, and then wait until not only the Mexican corridor, but we go throughout and really expand in Argentina and all throughout Latin America and Central America, Latin America, all the same area, really. But okay, guys, huge things, massive funding, Series C funding, potentially going public. I just do not know why anybody would be bearish on not only XRP, but the crypto market as a whole, because these are, a once in a lifetime opportunity to own pieces of the IP protocol that all of this is going to run on, whether it's the Internet of Things, the Internet of Value, the Internet of Information and Data and Messaging. It's simply time, and everything's becoming more decentralized, just like society tends to swing like a pendulum. I'm beyond excited, guys. There's big things ahead, and hopefully, I'm not saying just pick one thing and stick with it, but, keep your portfolio relatively small, 5 to 10 of winners. And even if, there's 9 losers or 5 losers, the remaining are going to kick butt. And the idea is you get a massive return on your investment regardless when this is all said and done. Whether all of this booms this year once and for all, or it takes another 5 years. This is, one of the greatest transfers of wealth in our lifetime. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Be sure to hit the like button. Appreciate everybody that shares this video around, and I will see you in the next one.